Guys, I wasn't going to go over this initially, but I do want to bring this up. Okay. I don't know when I'll upload this segment, but like, we can't let Kendrick Perkins gaslight us. All right. We cannot allow this to happen. Look at this. Look at it. Look at this. Listen to him. Wait, actually, hold on. I actually need to, I'm gonna keep it smaller. Can I screen in a little bit? I'm gonna keep it smaller just so you can see Richard Jefferson's reaction to this. Gosh, can I do it?
But then,
hold on.
I don't mind being criticized or critiqued, and everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Dude, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. All right, hold on. I gotta do this a little weird. I apologize, because I want you to see Richard Jefferson's reaction to this. Here we go.
But then Kenyon was like, well, yeah, Perk will be a liability. Hold on 1 second, brother. Liability.
She's like, ooh, that's a strong word.
Let me give you some facts, okay?
Back them up.
Let me give you some facts when it comes to throwing out that word of liability. The Oklahoma City Thunder never went to the NBA Finals until Kendrick Perkins arrived on that team. Because they couldn't get past the Lakers, who had the Twin Towers and Andrew Bynum and Paul Gasol. Okay, that's number one.
They were a problem.
Now let's talk about that finals run. All right, in that finals run,
I know, y'all. It's like you can't even tell the difference between NBA Central and NBA Centel anymore, bro. It's crazy. Talking about yourself in the third person is crazy.
Kendrick Perkins, the first round, had the assignment of guarding Dirk Nowitzki, which we swept them, right? One-on-one, Dirk Nowitzki, go put up the tape, had him frustrated, everything. Second round.
Look at Richard Jefferson's face, bro. I can't. Hold on, guys. Look at his face, bro. Channing trying to look away. Channing Frye's like, I can't look at the
Dirk
camera.
Nowitzki, go put up the tape, had him frustrated, everything.
No one is like, yeah, that's true. You were that guy. You were him. Nobody, even she's like looking away like, yeah. All right.
Second round, Paul Gasol and Andrew Bynum. Go look at those numbers. Go look at what they did and what they didn't do. They did absolutely nothing. Then you want to get to the Western Conference Final. Guess who had to guard the greatest power forward of all time?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Channing Frye.
Kendrick Perkins. Guess what adjustments we made during that time when we were down 0-2? We switched everything. And you can go find the film of me guarding and locking up Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili. Locking
Oh my God, bro. I can't. Oh my God. Oh my God. But didn't they lose? No, they did win. They didn't win, but I vividly remember that series, and I remember how frustrated I was, and it wasn't because of Perkins. He was good. He was good, bro. He was good. Perkins was good. He was on championship caliber. Like, he was good. He was good. But like the way he's talking, bro, he's acting like he just locked us down, and that is not the case. Perkins did not. They had a good defensive team, but even KD was a lot to deal with. But the real issue was Ibaka. We didn't have an answer for Serge Ibaka. That was the main issue. That's why KD tweeted. Yeah, we're gonna look at that in a minute.
them up. Go watch Game 3. And I was talking shit to Steve Kerr because he said I should have been out of the rotation, who was doing the play-by-play at the time.
So he told us that I'm him, but then also he got into it with the coach because the coach didn't think he was him. Bro, what is going on?
Get to the NBA Finals, go pull it up again. A few double-doubles in there. So my thing is, if you're going to say something, at least have the facts. And the reason I bring that up is because if I was able to hold my own and defend Dirk.
Exactly.
Paul Gasol and Tim Duncan, I damn sure wouldn't have had a problem with Isaiah Hartenstein, Chet Holmgren, and Jalen Williams. That's what I wanted to.
Okay, now let me step in here real quick. Perk, love the receipts. Kenyon, I'm talking directly to you, my brother.
I'm not talking to Trump.
No. Kenyon's my brother. I'm talking directly to Kenyon.
So I'm assuming he said this on the Gilbert Arenas podcast. We'll look at that in a minute.
Okay.
Perk makes some good points here, my brother. I didn't know he was gonna start with this. I didn't know he was gonna start with this, but he makes some valid points. Now, if you were saying that, with that team, liability, again, there's revisionist history, what we remember, stuff like that, especially how people are at the end of their career. The last 5 years of my career, I averaged probably a total of like 6 points a game. But if you go look at the first 12 years of my career, you know what I'm saying, that is closer to 17, right? So it's like when you start to get to those, like again, so if Kenyon, I know Kenyon to be a person, if he is found that the receipts prove him to be wrong, Kenyon will own up to it.
Let's be honest. No one's gonna look up receipts. These talking heads, they don't actually look up receipts or anything.
That's the type of man he is. And if he thinks, like, if he goes back and watches,
did you say Perk got robbed this year for Defensive Player of the Year? For real?
Some bullshit. He might stand by his opinion even more.
Okay, so Perkins was a good player. Okay, he was a good center. I know you get clowned on a lot because literally you look at his numbers and it's like, bro, what are these numbers? But he was a good defensive center, and there was a reason that he was, he was in lineups. But as far as we're concerned, the OKC Thunder had some pretty good defenders. KD was one that gave us a lot of headache. Perkins, I think he averaged a block per game in that series. But Serge Ibaka was the one offensively and defensively that turned the tides, right? Like that, like the idea that if Perkins wasn't playing, that like they would have lost. I don't know if that's true. 'Cause Ibaka was that good. He was so much to deal with. And when you're already dealing with KD and the talent that young talent that they had, we had nobody that could deal with Ibaka at that time. We had too much to deal with to begin with. So that was just too much. All right, so this is Martin, I guess, disrespecting
Kevin Durant. Right. Kevin's their number one option.
Make it bigger.
Kevin Durant. Right. Kevin's their number one option.
Who's stopping Hartenstein? And then Russ James was.
Who's stopping
But you still have two liabilities out there. Serge was making 15-foot jump shots, yeah. Kendrick Perkins a liability out there.
Don't let him hear that.
Don't give a fuck if you hear it or not.
Russell was second. I'm on your team.
You talking about don't let him hear it? I don't give a fuck if you hear it or not. Nigga average a single triple. Nigga like,
a single triple.
Out there. I ain't gonna I'm saying that he.
Oh my God.
The truth. The fuck. Like,
hold on. What's the argument here? So it's like who wins? Oh, okay. So that's what it was. It was. Yeah, I understand what he's saying. Yes, Perkins will be a liability against the 2025 OKC Thunder. The game is played differently now. Yeah, I don't think that's he would be a liability. Because offensively, he's not going to bring you anything, right? Like, it's not like Perkins gets the ball and he's just going to bully Chet Holmgren or whatever. Like, he's not. I don't think that's the case. So he's not going to give you anything offensively. And then it's just defensively. And can he guard Chet Holmgren? I don't think so. Anyone he gets switched on, he's kind of screwed, right? It was just a different time back then. The game evolved so quickly. Clay, you laugh hard, bro. It was just so funny. He was like, I don't care. Like, He might hear this. What? But based on this, yes, he is a liability. Yeah, he's a liability. I don't think that's a crazy statement to make, right? Perkins was a good player defensively, but triple single. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Exactly, bro. If we gotten Kendrick Perkins back then, imagine what kind of dynasty we'd be, bro. We would have won like 6 more championships. But no, this is actually what's funny. Hold on, let me show you. Hold on. I hope he still has it up. Kevin Durant usually stays on business, right? He stands on business. Hold on. I'm trying to go to his channel. Or not his channel, but his page. Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, guys, he stood on business. He said the actual real MVP. Kendrick Perkins. Hold on. Well, let's do some of these. What's this? I told Kendrick Perkins years ago, Hoodie Mello, instead of him on OKC. OKC would have won title. Let it go. What did he say? I know if current Melo replaced Perk on the OKC squad that lost to Heat in finals, OKC winning that series. Current Melo's supposed to be in the league. No way. Now how? Okay, so no way, no how. Remember that OKC team couldn't get past the Lakers. He's been on this for a while. He couldn't get past Gasol and Bynum until I got there. Food for thought. Big facts, defensive liabilities. OKC lacked a beast in the paint until we brought you here, bro. I can't tell what's real and what's not. Stop it. Harden got better from 2010 Lakers series to 2012 Lakers series. That was the difference, more scoring. It is crazy to like bring that up. Gasol and Bynum contributed the same they contributed in 2010. You tripping? They lucky I got hurt because it would have been another banner hanging in the guard. Oh my god. Oh my god. Bro, I want to say, hey, that was 6 years ago. You know, Kendrick is grown from that. No, he hasn't. Oh my god. I can't even tell if are you trolling Sebastian? That's true, he's spitting. That there would have been another banner. Oh no, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Yes, bro. Okay. Because I'm like, I can't tell, bro. Sebastian usually has good takes, so I'm like, what's going on right now? He's like the silly drunk uncle. He is funny, bro. He's fun. I think it's the delivery too, on how Kendrick Perkins speaks that makes it so funny. And when he's just talking about himself in the third person, it's hilarious, bro. It's hilarious. I don't know. What I need is Kendrick Perkins and Draymond Green on a podcast together, just talking about how great they are. Except for Draymond Green, I mean, he is really good. Just have them argue. I don't even need them to argue. I just need them to like just talk about themselves. Because both of them talk about themselves in the third person sometimes, so it would be funny. Add McCants. Nah, McCants like too much of a. I don't. Kendrick don't hate like that. You know, like McCants is like a straight bona fide hater. So I don't like McCants. Kendrick Perkins is Uncle Rico's uncle, talking about his basketball so-called glory. Yeah. He's like the uncle from. I think he was the uncle in Napoleon Dynamite, talking about the glory days. Oh my god, he's Uncle Rico. It's ridiculous. I don't know.